Welcome back here to Torn Reels. My name is Sean. Today I have Peter Pettigrew with me as a guest. How you doing?
Wow. You know what? Fuck you, dude.
How you just come out right away like that?
Damn, dude. I got a T in my name. That hurt.
No, this is Andy with me, and today we're going over 5 and 6 of Harry Potter. So that's Order of the Phoenix, and I almost said the Severus Snape.
The Severus Snape.
The Half-Blood Prince for number 6.
The Severus Snape.
So those are the two that we're doing today.
Yes.
What'd you think of them?
I love them. Those. Now it's starting to get to the movies that I love.
Right. That you start having more in depth.
Fuck yeah, dude. And it's more darker. I like it.
What did you Sorry, I'm drinking my drink from Sail It and Go. Not promo. Sponsored, not really sponsored, but please be sponsored. Anyway,
please.
So what characters did you like from this movie? Let's break it down. Order of the Phoenix first. Boom. Go.
Order of the Phoenix. I like Remus. And what's his name?
Remus has been a good character since number 3, and I think Sirius has been a good character since number 3. So the development goes along, seeing them kind of now in the order.
Right.
I guess now they're more in their roles defensively rather than seeing them more kind of like trying to get their footing.
Yeah, side characters.
Yeah, they're like more side characters. Now they're more main characters and stuff like that. Yeah. You get introduced to Tonks.
And Mad-Eye Moody. Mad-Eye Moody. Like the actual Mad-Eye Moody.
Yeah, the actual one, Mad-Eye Moody, who's way worse than fucking the fake one, whatever.
His broom is the shit.
His broom is like a Harley Davidson, bro. It's fucking amazing. He just leans back,
shit.
forks out, just fucking yeah. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm just saying, like, dude, it's for real.
And then his fucking like trench coat makes it look like a fucking. It's great.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. It's literally the greatest thing ever. And I think he has even like, what is it, like, he's the only one that has like fire exhaust from his fucking broom. That's fucking dope. That's amazing. I would love to have that. That's the one. Order of the Phoenix is the one where they transport Harry at the very beginning, where they all drink the polyjuice potion.
Polyjuice potion.
Yeah, so they do that. We don't lose a few characters, huh? But we get attacked on that one, huh?
Yeah, we lose Mad-Eye Moody.
Oh yeah, we lose Mad-Eye Moody himself. Yeah, you're right. We do, because he stresses. He's like, stay in rank.
Wait, no.
Stay in formation.
No, we don't.
No, yeah, we don't lose Mad-Eye Moody.
No, because
bitch, why you spoiling shit that ain't real?
Bitch.
Sorry, I got excited. Right. I'm sorry.
No, because near the end of the movie, he fucking pop.
Yeah, that's right. Bro. He's fucking yeet.
He said,
anyway,
yeet.
You shall not pass. Anyway,
that's, you know what I like. That's why I like Mad-Eye Moody, because he's the only one you see with an actual staff, like a wizard staff. You know what I mean?
Who's the other guy from the Ministry of Magic?
The black guy.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Oh fuck!
I don't know his name.
Dude, he's so badass.
Dude, that motherfucker is dope.
For the next two, we're gonna figure out what his name is, because he has a scene with fucking not just Remus, but he has a scene. Eater. Yeah, with a Death Eater where he fucking holds him and launches him back. I was like, yo.
Yeah, you know how fucking strong you have to be for that shit.
Not just that, bro. Like he just seems so composed. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, bro, you're gonna break into the house, bitch? Get out of here.
Muff.
You know what I mean? Type shit. Like it. He has a presence to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even though.
He commanded the room.
Yeah, he commanded the room. And you see it more towards the end, but I kind of want to bring up the scene where him and Remus are like meet up again after they do the whole polyjuice potion thing. And he pulls out his wand and aims at Remus's head and looks at him and says the last words
that Albus
Dumbledore said to the pair of us. And they like that's their code. A core memory only those two would know, because anybody else could be in the, like, with the polyjuice potion, anybody else could be anybody else.
All right.
So I love that he has that, and he's like, bro, I'll attack you right here. I don't give a fuck who you look like.
I'll fucking kill you right now, bro.
And Remus seems more nervous, like, fuck, is this a real guy, or what am I gonna have to do? And the other guy's just like,
well, he was more nervous, not because of like it could be someone else, because Harry came out of the door when he told him to wait inside.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
he told him wait inside, and then fucking Harry Potter, being a fucking dick, he was like, "Let me go inside."
No. You gotta understand, like, he cares about these people. So for him, it's like if I told you, if you see a bunch of people coming in and I go, Andy, wait inside, and they're coming out with AKs, you're gonna be like, the fuck if I'm staying inside?
Right, fuck you, bro.
You know, honestly, you'd come out.
But I love how he like pins Harry down like against the wall. He goes, "Come here!" He fucking hits him. Yeah. He goes,
"Which creature was on my desk
on the corner of the room for from my room. What creature? It's
Yeah,
like, damn,
dude. And he had to fucking remember. He's like Grindelow, and he's like, thank you.
And then, bro, he was he's like, I love you.
What the fuck? You have to hope to God you don't hit a fucking like you didn't get high before that mission, because if you hit the pen twice, you ain't gonna remember the fucking that's a Grindelow.
You hit the Benjamin,
bro.
He looks at you. What creature was in the corner of my room? Look, I'm way too high right now, dude.
You're like, bro,
way too high.
You're sending me into a panic attack. I'm way too faded. I just had an edible. Give me a minute. Put your wand down.
Put your wand down. Just let me think real quick. And then you're high, and I'm just you're trying to think
what creature. Just trying to figure it out.
Bro. No, and God forbid you answered the wrong question. You answered the wrong animal.
Yeah, right. You're like fucking an owl. Avada Kedavra. Wait! Don't finish.
Wait! No, finish the sentence. I fucked up. Hold on.
Don't I get a 2 out of 3 or what kind of bullshit?
Damn, is that? Bro.
What kind of torture method is that?
What if I didn't remember? That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, bro, you were a werewolf at the time. Fuck you. I don't even care. Like, damn.
That was 2 years ago. How am I supposed to remember that? Damn.
Did you remember? Damn. What scar was on the fucking time that you fucking turned into a wolf? Which side? Bitch, which side? Like, who's gonna remember that?
That's Look at underwear.
Yeah, dude, fucking. Dude. You were talking about the pen. I was thinking about it. Can you imagine, like, if Severus Snape was, like, a stoner and he has it in his coat to, like, you know, like, be discreet? You know how he pulls out his wand from, like, the thing? Yeah, hilarious. He would be like, oh, shit. Pulls out his regular one. It's like, wait.
This is there. That's the wrong one.
Hang on 1 minute.
You're looking at. Oh, it's this one. My bad.
And Dumbledore goes, no. You pulled out the right one. Give me. That's the real magic. That's where the magic happens. Y'all want to see them creatures? Come here. Let me get some.
But none of them have magic. They're all just stoned up.
They're all just fucked up out of their brains. Voldemort's just like, ah.
He's a paraplegic.
He got that dystrophy. Anyway, I'm sorry.
He got that dystrophy.
Sorry. But
he got that MS.
The slow acting MS.
Slow acting MS.
So you graduate, but then you lose your legs. Anyway, I'm sorry. So I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm sorry.
We're so fucking.
Anyway,
this is never getting popular.
Ever.
We're never getting sponsored.
Nope, ever.
Letting you know.
They'd be like, why do you want to be sponsored? You made fun of MS. Okay, you know what? Pass. All right, let me get another one.
We're not gonna sponsor you. Why? You made fun of MS.
That's valid, I think.
You know what? I get it, but like, come on.
We're done here, I think. Come on, Andy. Let's go. We don't need to take this.
Let's go. We don't need to take this type of negativity.
In the Order of the Phoenix, you see. Sorry, we're going back to the movie now after we made like 18 offensive jokes. What is your favorite all-time scene of the Order of the Phoenix? Because it goes through a lot of things. The transportation of Harry Potter. Kind of recounseling of the Order of the Phoenix, how the kids now kind of want to be inducted into the Order, and they're like, hey, we should let them fight. Hey, we shouldn't let them fight. They have that scene where Freddy and George are trying to spy on the Order, and then fucking Crookshanks, which is Hermione's cat, Taint, whatever. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, her cat takes down the ear. Like the bewitched ear that they're doing, and they chews on it so they can't find it, but they get caught. And they go through a bunch of things during this movie. Overall, what is your favorite scene?
Shit. Well, I have like two. One is sentimental, and one is because it's fucking great. Okay. The first one is they want Sirius wants to tell Harry about the Order, right? And Ron's mom, I can't remember her name. Off the top of my head. She wants to protect Harry like she's her own child.
Yeah.
So she's like, no, dude, he's too young. Like, she's making decisions for him. Like, if he's
her kid.
If it's her kid, and she's like, no, like, I'm not gonna let him know that. And Sirius is looking at him like, hey, yo, that's not even your kid, bro.
I'm the godfather.
Like, bitch, the fuck.
I at least have father in the name.
Right. But I love that because like that's one of my favorite scenes because she like really cared for him.
Yeah, I mean she didn't just mention Harry. She mentioned like everybody, like all the kids. Like, hey, they're not ready to fight, especially like with the fact that she had firsthand knowledge of like Neville Longbottom's parents. You know, the shit that happened with a few other wizarding families that got destroyed by all that shit. So So she was kind of concerned for everybody. She didn't want anybody to, like, any of this shit to happen, because last time they battled, it was fucking bloodbath central. Like, everybody died.
And so the other thing that I love, one of my favorite scenes of that whole movie, is when Dumbledore fights Professor Dumbledore fights Voldemort.
Oh, when he in the Order of the Phoenix in the Ministry of Magic.
Dude,
that duel.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you guys. If you guys have never watched it, I mean, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, you should watch it.
The reason why it's so amazing is because when you master a spell, right, you no longer have to say the spell in order to cast the spell. This entire fight, they're just fucking the entire time.
First of all, don't put Albus Dumbledore in that category. He doesn't make grunting sounds. He takes that shit like a champ. It's fucking snake.
I never understood why he grunts like that. It's like,
yeah, you don't need to make. You
don't need to make.
You got the role. Right. You got the part. You got it. Don't worry about it.
And casting a spell, I'm assuming I've never casted a spell in my life, doesn't look like you're putting strenuous force. Yeah.
When Chris Angel does it, it doesn't look that bad. Right. Anyway, the point is, like, he's just like in the whole movie. And then Dumbledore's like, it's really not that big of a... See, I blocked your spell. It didn't take more than 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
It was just that. But it was an epic battle. The fact that Tom Riddle gets caught in the fucking bubble of water, I thought it was great.
And he's fucking controlling it like this. He's like, what's up, bitch?
And then Harry tries to run up and fucking Dumbledore's just like, oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. Let me just push you to the side real quick while I beat the shit out of this guy.
Like, so what a powerful wizard, dude.
Right, not only am I holding this guy down, I can sense that you're coming, and bitch, get back there. Hang on. Let me hold on.
Right. Like, it's so amazing because they're both very talented wizards, and Dumbledore exceedingly passes Tom Riddle. And not only that, like, if you guys don't know, he has the Elder Wand, which is this one.
Yeah, this one. This is Sirius Black's one.
Yeah. So it's this one, which the Elder Wand in the movie is like the most powerful wand.
It's part of the Deathly Hallows. We'll get into it.
We'll get into it right now. So it's the most powerful one. So his spells are like the purest form of that spell. And so when you see him fighting and he's doing all these spells, these are like generic, like the genuine spell. Yeah,
and like the full strength of the spell.
And it looks so great because he's mastering these bitches like fucking nothing.
Yeah, he's doing them with ease. And I rival this scene to another great like story, like the Star Wars scene where Yoda puts his cane down and fights Dooku.
Where he's just fucking it up.
Yeah, for the first time, and you just see him catch shit by the Force, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, you want to go lightsaber? Let me show you why I'm the Grandmaster of the fucking Jedi.
Right.
And that's what Albus Dumbledore does in this scene. He goes, you want to cast spells? You want to fuck everything up? Last time you were here, they didn't have me. Now they have me.
Right.
So let's see what you really can do.
And let me fuck you up.
Let me actually step up to the plate, because last time I was Sweden. Let me step up to the plate and make sure that this time I will fuck you up.
Right.
And he beats him. He beats him to the point where he has to leave.
Yeah.
Because the Ministry is coming.
Yep.
He possesses Harry for a bit. But even though you have Tom Riddle, even though you have that, even though the fact that he uses a Cruciatus spell on Harry, he uses a Cruciatus spell on a few other people throughout the movie, one of the biggest fucking villains that you have in this whole fucking movie is the stupid bitch Umbridge. I hate Umbridge. Oh my fucking god, I hated her with everything. I still do, dude. I can't see that actress in everything.
But do you know that actress is so good?
Oh, she's great.
That she played Umbridge, and she was so hated that people outside of the movie was like, dude, like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And she lives up to it. She loves it.
Yeah.
She eats that shit up. She's like, dude, oh yeah,
imagine your greatest performance is completely the bipolar opposite of what you actually are. Because I heard she's the sweetest lady.
She is like the cat lady down the street that gives you fucking sugar cookies.
Bro, I completely, I've heard that from every source, from every interviewer who has ever interviewed her cast members. Like, she's a sweet lady. She brings you food. She brings you drinks. She makes sure you're okay. She makes sure you're okay. Yeah. Like, she's like the sweetest person. And imagine you are the sweetest person alive, and you had a role where you had to be the most evil, demented, psychopath bitch, and people bought it and think that you're actually
like that. I was like, dude, but she eats that shit up. They tell her, they're like, wouldn't you? They tell her, man, like, everyone hates me. She goes, and good. I'm glad everyone hates me.
And she does that stupid little laugh,
dude. She's a bitch, and you're like, yes, bro.
She's such a bitch. I did love that, and I know this is fucked up, but I did love that spell that they had with the quill, where you put, I'm not a cheater, and it writes it on your fucking skin. Oh, dude.
I mean, I mean, look, I don't condone torture, but hey,
but a lot of people,
it's effective.
Yeah, a lot of people would be very docile in a minute at school.
In a minute, bro.
Woo.
Torture, like that type of torture. She didn't do anything. She didn't do anything.
No, you did it yourself. We just sat here.
Yeah.
Does it hurt to be a cheater? I bet it does.
I bet it fucking does.
It fucking does.
You're I bet it fucking does. Like, I'm just saying, I don't want to be that guy, you know?
And dude, can you imagine you just finish the paper 100 times? It's all over your face and shit. Just etched in and shit. Oh,
that's terrible.
Yeah, I can't fucking.
But you want to know something funny? You want to know something cool, at least? You know the Cruciatus curse doesn't work unless you have intent?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess since all Death Eaters are just assholes, they probably have intent everywhere.
Right. So it's like, I think it was Ron's mom. I think it's Ron's mom. She's so nice, right? And she tried using in the books, she tried using the Cruciatus curse on Bellatrix Lestrange, and it started tickling her because she didn't mean it. She didn't want to hurt her.
She didn't. Yeah, she didn't want to hurt anybody until
she. Hang on. That's
because she steps up to her name where she's like, excuse me, you think you think she loves Harry until they do something to her daughter, and then you're like, wait a minute.
Shit! But we'll get there.
In the Order of the Phoenix, the kids now go into the Ministry of Magic to find the new the prediction and all that stuff after the whole thing with Umbridge, which, by the way, fucking George and Fred, heroes. As they're nailing all the fucking things, they're wacky and they have all these like weird trinkets and shit that light up that look like fireworks, and they explode them everywhere. They fucking ride them brooms.
Yeah,
love them. I love Fred and George.
They're amazing. 100%.
They're like arguably one of my favorite characters as the series develops.
You know, and there's a character that I feel that didn't get a lot of recognition because I feel like they played him down a lot. And it's Lucius Malfoy.
Yeah, they did.
He could have been a great fucking he could have been a great fucking villain, and they just did nothing with him. They made him a coward.
I think they could have really cut his stride over in 5, and they could have done it further in 7 and 8 because you see that he has some skill. I think even though the ending was fine, or like the ending of these movies was okay, like I liked it, and I was like, fuck, that was impactful. I think they should have waited on what the ending was. And the ending that I'm talking about is when they have the fight at the Ministry and they kill Sirius Black, where Bellatrix Lestrange does Avada Kedavra on him and he gets hit while he's fighting with Malfoy's dad and another Death Eater. The funny thing to note about that scene is that when he is fighting, Harry does, what does he do? Stupefy, right? He does Stupefy on the other Death Eater. And when he does Stupefy, the guy drops his wand, and it's Lucius that drops his wand when he was about to attack, and he turns around and looks at Harry and goes, "Good one, James." Like if he's talking to his dad, not him.
Right.
So he looks at him and he goes, "Good one, James," and he fucking keeps going back to fighting, and then you see Bellatrix Avada Kedavra, and it hits Sirius Black, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" The realization that he realizes, I'm dead, I died, like I got killed. And then he like evaporates into the mirror, which is a great effect, by the way.
Fuck yeah,
it's a great effect. And bro, Daniel Radcliffe, the way he acted with that, he had just received the news that his grandmother died that morning. So when he was filming, he had heard it, and someone told him that, and he belted out screaming to the point where the actor who played Remus ran up to him and hugged him to try to like comfort him, and he was just going crazy. And that's the scene that you get in the movie. Great scene. Great scene. Daniel Radcliffe is so underrated. I don't give a fuck that he was Harry Potter. He's fucking a great actor.
What do you mean? That made his whole career.
Dude, it was amazing. Like, but so many people give him shit for being like a child actor and doing, oh, you're just Harry Potter. It's like, bro, he was great in everything. He was great in Kingsman. Yeah. He was great in fucking the movie where he's a dead body. I thought he was great. I thought he was great in all his movies, dude. He's fucking great.
He's great.
He does so much shit, dude. Yeah. He's so good.
He's a great actor.
That scene, arguably the best scene. And then the look on Remus's face, because it was a natural look of, fuck, this man's grandmother, one of the closest people to him, just passed, and there's nothing I can do except just fucking hug him, and he's just holding him there, and it's like a genuine reaction to how the characters would react to each other. It's a fucking great scene. And again, kudos to Daniel Radcliffe, kudos to everybody in that scene. Like even the girl who played, and I can't remember her name to fucking save my life right now, the girl who played what is it? Oh, what's her name? The blonde girl, the fucking weirdo.
Luna
Lovegood. she's amazing. Even though she stays in character as Luna Lovegood, but she gets hit and everything, and instead of being angry, she's just like Protecto and just fucking launches him back. It's like that's exactly how she would do it. Exactly how she would do it. She's exactly the way it was.
Yep.
Which is great, and I love that they were.
You know that the actress was dying. Well, not dying, but like
she had anorexia.
She had anorexia when she got casted.
She was actually told that if she was starting to recover from anorexia, that
she could be Luna.
That Rowling would cast her as Luna Rowling, right?
J.K. Rowling, yeah.
Yeah, not Tolkien. Tolkien is Lord of the Rings. Sorry, I always get those confused.
J.K. Rowling would cast her as Luna Lovegood, her favorite character.
Mm-hmm. Which is great because they were awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, you really see the pain and the suffering that all these people are going through.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You get the very famous scene where they're all fighting each other, and you see the Death Eaters coming in with the black smoke, and then you see fucking
the Order of the Phoenix with the white. That was fucking.
And then you get the scene where fucking Mad-Eye Moody puts his cane down, and the guy just fucking
flies, bro. That guy gets obliterated. Like, it's amazing.
Like he's fighting some other dude, and they're like doing spells back and forth, and this guy comes out and just puts his wand out, and Mad-Eye's like, "Bro, boom,
fuck you,
please," and goes back to fighting. It's like, bro, how do you do that disrespectfully?
Because his eye
can see everything. It's like Mike's eye.
You're a dick.
I'm sorry, bro. He's about to leave,
dig, bro. You a dick.
I keep doing it. I love him, bro. He's amazing.
You know something cool about his eye, though? You know the boggart that's supposed to be like that plays on your fears, and takes the form of whatever you fear the most. He's the only one that has seen the true form.
What is it? Oh, because he's not afraid of anything.
No. Because his eye can see it. That's how they captured it. He can see everything.
Oh, that's right. He can see. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That his eye actually reveals the truth. So if someone is like in disguise, almost he can do it. Except he couldn't see Barty Crouch.
Because
because he wasn't disguised.
It wasn't him.
He wasn't in disguise. They just didn't know that he was involved.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, again, going back to the Goblet of Fire, how great was that shot?
Right.
As soon as he heard Barty Crouch Jr. and he starts running, fucking Alistair just goes, boom. Without aiming, just fucking, yeah. He gets it.
Boom, done.
Fucking great, dude.
He's a great wizard, too. He's a great wizard. Awesome. Which makes no sense. I don't know how he died. Like, they don't show it.
Well, there's obviously different levels of Death Eaters. Right. You know what I mean? Mad-Eye Moody is not the end all be all. He's just a good wizard. So I'm sure there's other.
But he was like on par with like with the main heads like Albus, Severus, McGonagall. He was up there.
Again, people discredit the man. Fucking Ron's dad.
Yeah.
Ron's dad in 7 and 8. He has scenes where he's holding like 3 or 4 Death Eaters back, and I'm like, hey yo.
No, we're gonna talk about something. Well, we can't. I can't talk about it now. It's the next fucking movie.
Not yet.
Damn.
See, that's the problem because these badasses come out of the woodwork. At the end,
there's one that's just he was front line. He was there.
Which one?
I'll tell you next episode.
Okay.
Next episode I'll tell you.
But no, like you see a lot of them come out of the woodwork that just you're like you have no business being that fucking good of a wizard. Like they even in the Order of the Phoenix when they're first starting to do the defense, like they had to hide behind that room and Umbridge had to find him and everything like that. You see a lot of these, like you see Fred, George, you see a bunch of Neville Longbottom where he grows his fucking balls, where they all end up like becoming like really good at Defense of the Dark Arts, and they're like, bro, we can fuck anybody.
Yes, sir.
And it's all because of Harry and everything like that. I think it's best exit scene ever. If you ever have an exit scene, if you ever want to run away from the cops, this is the way you do it. Approached Albus Dumbledore's desk, and he's looking at everybody in the ministry, and he's like being polite. He's courteous. He's offering tea and everything. He's like, yeah, bro. Like, I understand you're here from the Ministry of Magic. I understand that you want to do this. I understand that you're going to arrest me. And he's walking back to his desk, and he's like, but as you know, I'm not obliged to comply. Meaning, I'm not going to come quietly. And you're like, oh, wait a minute. Hang on. And, like, they all, like, pull out their wands, and he just fucking claps, and his phoenix gets destroyed on top of him and teleports him. I was like,
best scene.
Best. What else do you do?
I love his password. He is a kid.
Sherbert Lemon?
Sherbert Lemon.
Great. His middle name is Brian.
He's a child. That's what he is.
He's a 4-year-old, bro.
And then when you research him, the fact that he loved doing pranks.
Oh, he's a big prankster.
He's a big prank. He's a child. He's a fucking kid.
Prankster. He does all that shit.
He's a little kid. It's hilarious.
Yeah, like when you hear the fact that in the very first movies the chorus teacher and him had an aging potion on each other.
It's fucking hilarious.
That's fucking hilarious.
He put it in the choir teacher's drink.
Yeah, and then the choir teacher got him back, and he's like,
he goes, "You fucking bitch."
Yeah, and then that they do challenges with the beans, that they'll randomly grab beans and then just eat them randomly, and he's like, "Fuck," and he's like petrified because he got the vomit flavor. He's like petrified, so every time he grabs it, he's like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, he was the creator of Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled. That's fucking great, dude. He's
fucking funny. I love him. The actor himself was amazing. He was great. Yeah. He was a phenomenal actor. He played Dumbledore perfectly.
Yeah, for who he was and for how he needed to be, he played it perfectly.
And his yell when he yells, bro.
Real quick question: as we're going into 6, why does Dumbledore hire so many shitty ass teachers, bro? Every year, Defense of the Dark Arts teacher is like some werewolf, some fucking former Death Eater, some dude that was like in the back alley on meth. It's like, do you even screen these people?
The theory is that
like the divination girl, meth, 100% meth. Like you found her at Circle K,
meth or peyote, one of those.
You gave her you found her at Circle K or at a QT. You can't argue with me any different, right? At all.
No. So what the theory is that the reason why there's so many bad Defense Against the Dark Arts teachers is because Severus Snape wanted to do Defense Against the Dark Arts, right? But he had told Dumbledore that he's like, I'm gonna teach him whatever the fuck I want, because there's things out that you guys are not teaching him. Right. And Albus Dumbledore didn't want to do that. Yeah. So he keeps hiring people, and the joke is that he keeps hiring bad teachers because there's only one good teacher, which is Severus.
Which he ends up teaching you anyway when he substitutes for that class.
Right.
Which he does all the time. Page 374, going back to Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah.
You have all that.
He taught them that because Remus was a werewolf, we already know. Yeah. He wanted to protect the children in case of a werewolf came at them. That's why he was teaching them.
Yeah.
But Albus doesn't like them learning that type of shit yet, because
until he had to. Like in the first one, he was like, "Oh, no." And then after he had to, he's like, "Yeah." So question, does that make Harry, at least for 1 year, the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher?
Yeah.
Because he was the leader of the Albus Dumbledore army.
Yes.
Yeah. That's funny.
But he didn't do that good, so he lost. So he's not the good teacher.
Yeah, he's not that great of a teacher because he got caught.
Yeah, because he got caught.
So it's supposed to be that they're all shitty teachers.
All fucking shit. All
shitty teachers. And then you have Tom Riddle's former professor. The guy who taught him how to...
Mr. Finch?
Is it Mr. Finch?
Professor Finch?
No, I think you're confusing Filch.
No, there's Filch and I think Finch, which is the guy.
Whatever. Either I can't remember his name. And he has like a fancy dinner for all his students and all that stuff.
He collects people.
Yeah, collects. Oh, it's so weird.
That's so weird.
I collect people. It's like,
that's not a flex, my guy. I'm letting you know.
That's a disease, I think.
Bro, the fact that they find him disguised as a couch.
Oh, I know, right?
That's hilarious. I was like, armchair. It's hilarious.
No, he I loved how it showed his degradation of fear to Tom Riddle. It showed how he got petrified of Tom.
Oh yeah,
he was like, "Oh my fucking god!"
Because that's not something that topic, especially in that world, right?
Yeah. And for the people who are wondering what the topic is when Voldemort decided to kill someone and split his soul and start putting it in different Horcruxes. Now he did it on accident for Harry, but every other Horcrux was purposely done.
Right.
Which in this movie you see Dumbledore and Harry go after the locket, right?
Right.
The locket on the thing, and Albus has to drink that fucking water.
Dude, thank God we're finally in this movie, because that is one of my favorite scenes of
he goes ham.
Albus Dumbledore played torture.
Ooh,
phenomenally.
He's a great actor. He's a great
phenomenally,
actor,
dude.
Because it's supposed
he looks like, kill me. And he's like, oh shit.
The water is supposed to give you thoughts of impending doom and like suicide. So it's like antidepressants
right
in our society. So like you drink it and it's supposed to make you feel torture, like you want to die, like constantly. And the more you drink it, the more you want to die. And he tells Harry at the very beginning, "Hey, bro, no matter what happens,
no matter what I say, make sure I keep drinking this water."
Yeah, and I drink it all, like no matter what I do. And he keeps force feeding it to him and everything like that. And he keeps trying to be nice, and Dumbledore's being a fucking dickhole to him and everything. It's so such a good
Hell
scene,
yeah,
bro.
dude.
Seeing both those actors, even Daniel Radcliffe, to be like, fuck, like you can feel his pain, like he's torturing someone.
No, Daniel Radcliffe. After he like they did that, there was an interview where he was like that shit was so surreal. He played it so well that it looked like he was getting tortured. I wanted to stop.
Yeah, he's like, I wanted to stop. And then Albus Dumbledore was like, yeah, no, we're fine. That was a great scene. That's like, bro.
Because like there's a scene where he's like pouring him water and he goes, Harry, like if you love me, bro. Like if we're homies, bro.
If
like,
you ever
kill
me,
man.
Me, just kill me.
Just kill me, man. And Harry's like, no, you have to drink. He goes, come on, please. Like he's bawling.
Like I've taken care of you.
Yeah,
I
like
loved you.
I was like,
I've done everything for you. Think of your mother and shit.
Think of your mother. Like he was going
in, and
like,
Harry's
he goes in. Like I think in the movie, like he goes in. Like there's a whole like I think there's like 4 or 5 pages where it's just like Albus Dumbledore telling him things like, hey, like
in the book, you mean?
Yeah, in the book,
yeah.
In the book, like there's like a couple pages. I think it's a couple pages where he's like telling Harry like a bunch of shit, like, hey, like I was trying to protect your mother, like don't do this to me, don't like come on, bro, like it's don't be like this.
So intense,
and
bro.
Dude, he gets in,
and it goes back.
It goes in.
The favorite developing a story because Harry Potter as a book, as a movie, has so many fucking layers.
Yeah,
like you have like 18 stories going on at the same time. You have the fear of the teacher of Tom Riddle and seeing Harry go down those steps, and he's like, fuck, it's gonna be another one. He's gonna be a Dark Wizard. It's over. You know, that's it. Albus Dumbledore reliving a lot of his old memories because he's not forgetting, but he's forgetting like shit, and he's trying to find out clues to piece together to see Voldemort's next move. So he's having Harry kind of relive his memories and kind of go over shit, and then having the fear of finding the Horcruxes and all that stuff, and going through that enduring thing that they went through. But the story that I really liked is the fact that Harry stumbles on a book, a very curious book, and it says Property of the Half-Blood Prince, which is where the title comes from. And it's an old fucking raggedy, shitty ass book.
Broken at the seams and shit.
Yeah, it's all written. It says Sureños 13 on it.
Sureños 13? Look on page 2.
it shows some dude doing the LA sign and shit. I'm all retarded. I couldn't even do it, but yeah, like that.
Me too. I went like this.
I know, right? No, but like, bro, it has that old S from the 90s. Right. You know what I mean? It says PD on there, Piss Drunk and Anarchy symbol. It has a Volcom logo, and no,
it has a penis randomly.
But it's a really shitty, like tattered book and shit, right? And it's like falling apart, and like him and Ron are like struggling for the good one, and he finally gets stuck with it, and he's like, fuck. So the professor's like, hey, you know, you got to do this potion. So he goes on the fucking page, it's all falling apart, and he's like, why are half of these instructions like
crossed out?
Like, this is not how you. And then he starts following the instructions, and he makes the most perfect potion ever that the teacher's ever seen. He's like, I've been teaching forever, you know, in different aspects. You know, I used to teach before and everything. No one's ever gotten it perfect except for you.
No, except one more.
And everyone thinks that he's talking about
Voldemort.
He thinks he's talking about Voldemort. He's like, there's only one other student that's ever gotten it like this. So he keeps using the book, and he's like, hey, every time I use this book, it helps me. So everyone's doing it the instructions of the book, but Harry's following it, the ones that are like crossed out. And in the book, eventually, it shows a spell.
Serpententra.
It's something like that, right? I don't speak
Serpentempra. Sorry, Serpentempra.
I don't speak French. So anyway, he finds that spell, and he's not developing that spell, but he's kind of using it. He's like, this is a spell that I can use if I really need to, or want to see what it does. He uses it on Malfoy, and Malfoy gets really fucked up. That motherfucker
get cut up.
He gets fucked up from it. It looks like it shredded him. But in the beginning of the movie, what we kind of skipped on was the death promise that Snape made to the other lady with Bellatrix as a witness, that he would take care of Malfoy. So when Harry uses that spell, Severus Snape comes out and helps out Malfoy and like heals him and makes him like, you know, restores him. And he kind of starts getting the hint. And he goes, who did this to, like, you know, right? Like he's confused, like who could have done this, whatever, right? And Harry starts kind of developing not just that, but starts developing other abilities with this spell. And then at one point, it comes a tragic moment where it's this one, right? Where Albus dies. Yes. It's number 6.
Yes.
It's the tragic moment where Albus Dumbledore dies. He dies by what we presume to be Draco Malfoy's hand. And it's not Draco Malfoy. It's Severus Snape. Severus Snape kills Dumbledore. Outraged, Harry follows Severus Snape, and he keeps trying to fucking attack him. And Severus Snape just keeps looking back at him like, bro, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't fuck with me. I'm done. Leave me alone. And he's just fucking walking. And Harry uses that spell. And as soon as he uses that spell, fucking Snape swats it down. He goes, how dare you use that spell against me? How dare you use my own spell against me? And Harry goes, you're the Half-Blood Prince? He goes, yes. Of course he does his whole yes.
Right. Yes. He like knocks him down. He goes, I'm the Half-Blood
Yeah, that's
Prince.
right. I'm the Half-Blood Prince. And he reveals that book is his, and he's the one that, like, he's so good at potions that he's able to remember most of the details that most people can't.
Right.
Which, again, you want to be the defensive dark arts teacher, but you're a fucking
whiz
genius in potions, bro.
Right. Well, that's why he was a potions teacher.
But he has everything. Like, he has specific instructions, like fucking Gordon Ramsay, on how to make certain potions. Yes, sir. So that's revealed, and I just thought it was so dope that scene where Severus Snape just swats down the spell, like, not giving a fuck, and he's like, don't you dare use that spell against me.
Right.
Like, that's my shit, bro.
Okay, so remember when I was telling you that the Cruciatus Curse doesn't really work unless you have intent? So apparently, so does Avada Kedavra.
Oh, really?
So let me explain to you. So the ongoing theory, right? The ongoing theory is that Avada Kedavra didn't really kill Dumbledore.
It was the fall.
It was the fall, and let me explain to you why. Because whenever they do Avada Kedavra, what color is it?
Green.
Green, right? When Snape does it to Dumbledore, it's blue.
Oh shit! I didn't notice that.
So the theory is that whenever he does it, he doesn't want to kill Albus.
Yeah, he just pushed him.
So he basically pushes him or damages him.
Yeah.
Because it's a killing skill. Yeah. It's a killing spell, so it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be with intent.
Right, but it's supposed to be with intent. So what I think he did is that he did it half-ass, Avada Kedavra. So it's gonna damage him. It's gonna hurt him. It's gonna probably like break a couple bones and shit.
Yeah.
And he fell off.
And then Wood killed him.
And then died.
That makes sense. I get that, but I can't help looking at these last two movies, and like, the person that I feel the worst for is Malfoy.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a good person. Like, you start seeing, like, he's kind of a dick in the first movies, and then you start seeing you're genuinely a good person. Like, you're actually an okay individual. You're just forced to be a dick because of your dad. Like, you feel bad, and there's moments where he's like crying in the fucking mirror and shit like that, and it's revealed later after the movies. Like, I'm just gonna, like, just to emphasize how good of a person he is, it's revealed that later after the movies, he has a bunch of scars on his arm. Like, his arm is destroyed with cuts and scars because he tried so hard to remove the Death Eater mark from him, and it never went away. But he just didn't want to be that, so he like did everything.
He would just yank it off.
Yeah, he would just try to cut it off every time, so he couldn't.
Do you know that he has like a diary, and it says that in the diary that all he wanted to do was be part of the group with Ron, Hermione. Yeah, that's all he wanted. He
would just wanted to hang out with them because, like, he'd say that he'd watch them from afar and like see how happy they were and everything, and he was miserable.
Yeah,
and like, I felt so bad for him. As the series goes by, like, you see 7 and 8, the last two movies, you just feel the worst for him. You're like, dude, bro, you're just caught in this,
honestly, dude, like,
you're just caught in this turmoil. But so for those two movies, what would you rate number 5?
Number 5 was like an 8, maybe 9.
8, maybe 9. I agree. What about number 6?
Like a 9, 9.5. I can't give it a 10 because, like, there were things that I could live without. You know what I mean? Like,
my favorite character in both, or my favorite character in 1 and number 6 is Severus Snape.
Number 5
and number 6.
Oh, number 6.
And number 5, my favorite character is Sirius Black.
Mine is Sirius Black, number 6. I mean, not Sirius Black, Severus Snape, number 6, which is amazing. And number 5, I think, who is it? Let me see. Has to be Mad-Eye Moody because I love him.
Yeah, Mad-Eye Moody's amazing.
He's just amazing.
For me, I was biased because of Sirius Black. I have always loved Sirius Black. Right. But Mad-Eye Moody is a great second place.
Right. Mad-Eye Moody was just fucking amazing. I love him.
So Mad-Eye?
Yeah, Mad-Eye.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you? What do you rate this?
Number 5, I would give it an 8.5. I would give it an 8.5. I think 6 got a 9, like, evenly. Just because, and only 9 because the story didn't go the way I wanted. You know what I mean? Right. Like, I didn't want Albus to die and all that stuff. But that's stuff with the director, and that's stuff with the creator. You know what I mean? You can't control that. So for me, I'll give it a 9. I'm cool with that. Right. It was a good movie. Yeah, I think that's actually good for this week. Next week we're gonna come back with 7 and 8, and then we'll see what we're gonna do. I know, right? And we'll see what we're gonna do afterwards. Yeah, these last two movies are gonna be fucking phenomenal.
We're gonna go
They're
in.
my favorite ones.
We're gonna go in.
They are my favorite ones. Anyway, well, thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you. See you guys next week.